Y'all. Y'all. Yo. Yo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. And what's up? Am I synced up? My audio? All right, cool. Yeah, we're good. Sorry, I gotta check. Sometimes my audio is not synced up, so I have to do these movements to make sure my audio is synced up with my mouth. Shields knit. Well, I almost cursed in the first 5 seconds. How we doing today? Yeah, milk money. I love seeing OGs in the chat. Wait a minute, milk money. I could have sworn you've been wrenched up, milk money. You don't have a wrench, milk money? You're an OG, dog. Hold on. Hang on a second. Before I even do anything, I gotta give milk money a wrench. Hold on a second. I'm not playing around today. How does milk money not have a wrench on his damn name in my live chat? Dude, I have a handful of wrench. I got Vibra, I got Kit Kat, I got Crypto Trooper, I got Camel Joe. I need milk money. Milk money. I gotta make you a goddamn a wrench, dude. Hold on, I'm trying to do that on the actual YouTube live chat. Hold on a second. Refresh this page. Damn, if I can't do it now, then I'll do it later. Why is it not? Oh, snap, milk money. You just sent me some jewels? Thanks, big dog. I appreciate that. 10 jewels. Was that you who did that the other day? Sometimes I don't be catching that because I'm not on the YouTube live chat. I'm on StreamYard. So I don't catch certain types of donations on YouTube. But I super appreciate it. Thank you for the 10 jewels. Damn, this channel is, yeah, we're getting it. Thanks, Milk Money. I appreciate you. Milk Money just gave me some jewels on YouTube. Hell yeah. Thanks, big dog. I appreciate your support. You're like a genuine supporter, dude. I super appreciate you. Audio check. Am I good? Dude, don't give me no heart attacks tonight with the dude. I'm traumatized with audio with audio technical difficulties. Don't tell me I'm muted right now. You said, what's going on? It's only been a few hours and we have updates. Yeah, man. Qubic don't sleep. Luckily, dude, you know what's funny? I was just talking in this group chat, this Qubic group chat that I have. I was like, dude, I was at work and 10 minutes in, my manager came out. I was at work this morning, right? 10 minutes in, my manager came out to me. She said, "You're not on the schedule today." I was like, "What? You sure?" I looked it up. Lo and behold, I'm not. I was just what the fuck? I could have sworn I was scheduled to work. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. But point is, I wish I went live earlier. I could have slept in. I was at work. I'm like, oh damn. 10. I was like, damn. I'm not on my. I gotta look at my schedule a lot more clearly. That's gonna screw my life up. Said audio check. Yeah. Don't give me no heart attacks, man. Don't tell me you. Said I sent you some cues. Oh, thank you, big dog. Was that you who sent it last night? I'm like, who sent those cues? I'm like, I was asking another person. I'm like, did you send the cues? I'm like, who sent me those cues? I want to show my appreciation. Oh yeah, I did send the cues. Yeah, and don't you dare send them back. I know you said that last night. Don't you dare send them back because those are not, you know, I mentioned a generous person that I wanted to do like some giveaways, and they just out of the kindness of their heart, they gave me Qubic to donate, right? So I have a little pool of Qubic to donate. So don't if anyone feels weird about taking giveaway stuff, I mean, yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, take that, run with it. That 10 million, that we get to a penny, dude. That that grand prize is gonna be awesome. Yeah, keep it. YouTube has been fighting the wrench. All good. Fighting the wrench? What? What that mean? Anyway, life's good. Let's get to the stream, baby. We got some people locked in, clacked in. Let's boogie. Might hear some Discord beeps here and there, but too bad. What's the first order of business today? Let me boom clear that up real quick. First order of yo. This is incredible. I was almost upset that I couldn't live stream this morning before work because I saw this news on the way out to work. I was like, "Yo, this is awesome. What? I need to go live now." Thankfully, it turned out I wasn't on the schedule. So check it out. Morning. Um da da da. We could we don't have to go through that word for word. But yeah, essentially you can't blink in Qubic. Like Milk Money said, it's already an update. Yep. So check this out. Shout out to Dojo for DGens, another day one supporter who put me on to this screenshot right here. I borrowed this photo from him. I was like, "What?" Cuz I wasn't in Discord last night or this morning. So check it out. From Beyond. From Come From Beyond, the founder of Qubic, the founder of NXT, the co-founder of IOTA. 3 projects, first of their kind. The first proof of stake, the first DAG, directed acyclic graph, and the first useful proof of work tick chain at 15 million transactions per second, certified by Certic. That's who Come From Beyond is. I just have to make sure I give a little synopsis of his resume every time I mention him because people don't know who. Let's be honest, people don't know who Come From Beyond is. The general, even in the niche of cryptocurrency, people don't know this man. You know, what I mean, generally, people don't know this man. The people who are in there, they know this man, right? But they don't talk about him because he's not like them. He's not a nasty, nasty human who just wants profit, profit, profit. I don't know. Am I evangelizing this guy? I hope not, but I feel like I see something different with this fella. Anywho, he's a different type of founder, but that's neither here nor there at this moment. So let's get to the post. To celebrate today's achievement, this is as of 7:31 a.m. today, I guess apparently. Um, and spread awareness, the arbitrator suggests to disable mining for the following epoch. This means that miners will not get queues. All of them will be pocketed by the computer operators, which is the validators of the network. It also means that the list of computers will not change. What's the drawback? He says some miners may be lost because of different reasons. Cast your vote. Here, yeah, there's a bit of vagueness. The vague energy in this last sentence is interesting. I wonder what that means. This so you can vote. Look at this. Look at the look at the vote. So if you hit the 1 emoji, disable mining for epoch 1. Hit the 2, leave it as is. Hit the 3, I'm too low IQ to understand. 43 people 43 people hit the 3. That's hilarious. 51 people said disable mining for the epoch. It's interesting how these votes go down in Discord. I guess that's probably why they're so strict in there. They don't want some fucking idiots in there fucking spamming bullshit. So congratulations on this milestone. It's not a milestone, it's much bigger. Yeah, dude. So let's get into that. Let's get into what they're talking about. Let's get into what they are talking about. If you're familiar with Qubic, you might kind of know what I'm talking about with this Anna stuff. But recently they've been running this, I don't know, some program or execution file or algorithm, something. I can't quite put my my fucking finger on it. But check out this article. AI. Shout out to Tesser AI. Dude, the Qubic community is so lit. You have people from like all walks of life, developers, like the smartest of the smart, the kindest of the kind. There's also nasty people, you know, here and there that come and go. But the core, I feel like the core members of the Qubic community and team, they're genuinely in it for like, you know, how can I put this? I don't know. They're in it genuinely, just like intrinsically, they're just curious about the project. I don't want to say good or bad. I don't want to judge, you know, put a label on people's intentions, but people are genuinely curious in the Qubic project, right, and want to share information about it. So let's check out this article from Tesser AI, which is pretty on point. Shout out to Dojo and Dirty. Um, dude, we'll be in there. We'll be in there. We be in this project. This project is too sick, dude. If you don't know about Qubic and you're new to this, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Don't worry about trying to know everything at once, cause it's a lot. Even for the most seasoned Qubic vet, there's so much going on in the ecosystem. It takes time to really absorb everything, connect it all together, and put it in one piece and make it make sense. Like there's so much going on, not to make that a bad thing, but there's a lot in a good way going on, and it's all synchronizing into this one beautiful thing. So anyway, let me get into this article from Tesser AI. You know what I should do before I get into the article? I will put the article in the description of this live stream right now in case you want to follow along, right? Um, Tesser AI. All right, so I just put save the description of or the link to this article in the description of this live stream on YouTube. So if you're on X, yeah, I can't do it on X, but so if you're on X, go over to YouTube, subscribe, like, and then click on the description and hit the Tesser AI link. All right, cool. So, anywho, the one paragraph version. Nice. That's what we need. This is what we need in the community. Dumb it down to one paragraph, and we're good. We're not all AI researchers, coders, developers. Sometimes we need shit dumbed down. You know, because everyone in the world had like uses a smartphone, but we don't know how this shit works. We don't know what the fuck Wi-Fi actually is. We don't know how signals work. Come on. You know what I mean? So down. Like I hope I'm not this. Oh Jesus. Am I still here? Am I still here? All right. I think I'm still here. I think I reconnected. All right. I hope I'm still here. I'm gonna start over just in case. We are running the first public demonstration of a new way to build artificial intelligence. The number you are driving towards zero is the error of a tiny neural network. So yeah, CFB dropped some exe program in the Discord. He said, run this and try to get the number to zero, right? So when somebody reaches zero, the project's creator has said plainly what it means. Agarth will be deemed finished. This is where it gets interesting. This is where it really gets interesting. This is where I didn't even realize like what this. Yeah, this is amazing. All right, not finished as an AGI is born. Finished as in the paradigm is proven. Right? They're trying to prove a paradigm, not solve AGI off the bat. So let's go. And the reason zero matters so much is hidden in one word almost nobody connects to the race. Energy. This post walks you from the biggest picture down to the key on your keyboard with the dates and direct quotes so you can finally see the whole shape of it. Dude, this article is legit. Shout out to Tesser AI. So part one, start from the top. What is this even about? All right, here's the frame that makes everything click in the creator's own words. All right. Listen closely, ladies and gentlemen. Agarth is not AI. It's a project aiming to find new paradigms for the creation of AI. Agarth isn't an object. It's a process. So that first quote low-key blew my mind because I was like, damn, I thought Agarth was okay, cool. So I was just imagining what Agarth could have been, but this is it's more of an abstract idea rather than an actual thing in a box. So read that twice. Agarth is not a thing. It's not a chatbot, an agent, or a product. It's a research project for a method of creating AI. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Let's continue. The distinction is everything, and it's where most critics get lost. As CFB puts it, Agarth is the paradigm, like a theorem, and any AI built with it would be the result of applying the theorem. Yes, Agarth is a theorem. It's not a product. That's a whole other shift in how to even think about the project now. It's I hope, dude, I hope you guys are tuned in to this cuz this is if you're locked into Qubic, this is very critical information. You don't want to get this misconstrued. Agarth is the paradigm, and any AI built with it would be the result of applying the theorem, like problem solved using the theorem. All right, the best analogy he gave is the one to keep in your head. Manhattan, which is, Project Manhattan, the nuclear bomb, wasn't just a bomb project. It was a paradigm discovery. Agarth is a paradigm research. Anna is a little boy. All right. First demonstration, the big products come after. All right. So Anna on X is just a little bing bong bomb. Anna's nothing. It's just a little test, a little protocol test. The big products come after. This is an insane paradigm shift for me too, for looking at Qubic and the AI. Now I'm like, oh, Agarth. Now it's starting to click because before I'm like Agarth, I'm like, okay, I guess AI Agent Guard. All right, but yeah, it made sense, but now it makes even more sense. Now this is being cleared up. I love it. I love it. So in this analogy, Agarth is the Manhattan Project. Shout out to Oppenheimer. Death, the destroyer of worlds. Shout out, shout out, shout out. The discovery of a whole new paradigm. The AI built with it, the bomb. That's why I said in another live stream, I think I made this little lighthearted joke. CFB is this generation's Oppenheimer. I'm sure somebody will remember. Somebody in here saw that live stream. I am death. Dude, AI, dude, I've said it. I called it first. I wonder if they got some inspiration from that. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, CFB is fucking Oppenheimer. He's the Oppenheimer of AI. He's like, I don't know if it's gonna destroy the world, but it'll help us right now. Fuck it. Do what you will, you know? Anna equals little boy, the first demonstration that paradigm actually works. Oh. That is what you are running on your machine right now, not the AI. You're not running A on your machine. You're running the first public proof that the method works. 5 years since Qubic launched is the just an ETA. And the goal of Agarth is not AI, not AGI. Difference between AI and AGI is the same. Ooh, so he says the difference between AI and AGI is the difference between a car and a BMW. I get it. Okay, I get it. I'm with it. I'm with it so far. All right. Part two. Why a new paradigm at all? The wall nobody talks about. Dude, yeah, I think we've talked about this ad nauseum on the channel. Like the whole data center nonsense, all the AI build outs, none of it makes sense financially, physically. We've even featured Edzatron content on the live streams. Like nothing these frontier model companies are building or attempting to do are financially feasible, nor are they physically feasible if you look at the real data. So, yeah, take that into consideration. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but yeah, let's continue with the article. Why a new paradigm at all? The wall talks about energy. All right, just said that the mainstream way of building AI, the way OpenAI, Google, and everyone else does it, works, but it's monstrous. It's monstrously expensive in energy. Yeah, dude, it doesn't make any sense when you look at the data. I implore you to go do the research yourself, or like I've suggested in the past, go look up the tech report on YouTube, look up AI bubble stuff on like this, look up circular finance in AI. You'll get all the data you need to see how this is unsustainable and how the media has just been brainwashing the stupid general public into thinking what these Mag 7 companies are on the right path, which they aren't. They're just filling their pockets, dude. Anywho, training and running large models, the conventional way scales toward power budgets that are at the limit physically absurd. Yes. Yes. Shout out to Edzatron. Edzatron put me on mad game in regards to this. Shout out to Edzatron. All right, the honest framing of the problem from CFB. This is a serious problem. No shit. Yep. This is why Agarth's finding. This is why Agarth's finding allowing to save a lot of energy is significant. Yep, that was the key, man. That was the key. Figuring out how to do this efficiently. It's like steam engine versus a fucking diesel or a fucking combustion engine. Way, I mean, it's a way more efficient to put some liquid in your damn gas tank than have a choo choo train with a steam engine in it. Anyway, um, if AI is possible with current energy, wait, blah, 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 and no more, and one more. If AI is possible with the current energy budget of the whole Earth, then Agarth will achieve it. We have all necessary cards for that in our hand. Damn, that's crazy. That's a pretty crazy quote. That was February of this year. He said, "Wow, it's only so essentially he's saying so far energy is the only constraint to fulfilling the goal of AI. He said we have everything we need aside from that. That's why we've been trying to acquire miners. He's been trying everything from mining Monero, mining Doge. I mean, he's trying his best to get compute without like paying billions of dollars a month for data centers, right? Because you don't want that. It's got to be decentralized. You don't. That's the goal. That's the point. You can easily accomplish this if he just sold out and said, "Ah, centralize it. Here you go, Anthropic. This is my method. Take it." Right? But I think he's really dedicated to the whole decentralized method. So, I mean, damn. Shout out to CFB. Even if he's not Satoshi, I mean, he's the Satoshi of AI. That's for damn sure. He doesn't need to be Satoshi Nakamoto, right? I know that's some fun lore and there is actual substantial evidence for that, but even if he's not, this I mean, if let's think about this. If Qubic ends up being what it set out to be, this is far beyond Bitcoin in any fucking sense. Bitcoin is now Dogecoin in comparison to Qubic if we could accomplish everything we need. Because now you have compute. That's not just saying, oh, this number, this number, this number, this number, this number. No. You have compute solving real world problems. I mean, let's wrap our heads around that. Like, really, if you're listening live, right? If you're new, whether you're new or old, OG, just wrap that around your head. Proof of work, okay, we get it. Compute intensive, proof the ledger, blah blah blah. But now you have useful proof of work where you're training artificial intelligence, real artificial intelligence in an efficient manner, one, and in a way that it works and is decentralized. This is like if Bitcoin was Charmander, Qubic is Charizard. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to put it. Like, damn. You can quote me. No. All right, that is the real stake. The conventional question, can we build AI? CFB considers essentially answered. Yep. He's like, yeah, we got it, man. We just need the energy. The unanswered question is, can we build it without needing the energy of a Dyson sphere? Now, I know you might be thinking, hey, Samson, what the fuck is a Dyson sphere? Well, let me tell you, because right here in this channel, we don't just let terms slide, right? We have to look them up. We have to learn together, all right? I'm here to educate myself and educate you. Although I did know what a Dyson sphere was. I'm just playing. Here's what a Dyson sphere is. Which is just absurd, right? There's no, come on. Dyson sphere is never going to exist. Yeah, you can quote me on that. A Dyson sphere is a hypothetical megastructure that completely encompasses a star to capture a massive percentage of its energy output, proposed by physicist Freeman Dyson. Absurd. Um, it serves as a theoretical thought experiment for how advanced civilizations might meet astronomical energy demands by moving beyond planetary resources. So essentially capturing energy that's not on your planet and from your local star, which is pretty absurd, especially thinking that in 1960. That was probably in the height of like, oh, we're going to go to the moon, we're going to do this. NASA was probably lit. Oh, Dyson spheres. Nah. Chill out, bro. There, I mean, maybe one day, dude, the gravity of a star would collapse a Dyson sphere. Anyway, Agarth's bet is that yeah, that's if you believe in gravity, right? Agarth's bet is which I do, don't get it twisted. I don't it's not even a matter of believing in gravity. Gravity is there. It's like water. Do you believe in water? You don't have to believe in water, but it's there. You know what I mean? Anyway, uh Agarth's bet is that its paradigm slashes the energy cost enough to fit inside what humanity can actually power. Yeah. And this is being worked on right now. The architecture has been gaining energy saving discoveries throughout 2020. Shit, I'm back. My bad, fellas. Man, I was in it too. Fuck. I was trying my best to reconnect. I tried to reconnect like 3, 4 times. Fuck. Hey, somebody pump Qubic so I can get I can get my own landline. Oh man. All jokes aside, that's low key pretty frustrating. My ass was in the flow. I was in the flow of things. I don't even know where I got cut off. But let's figure it out together. Fuck it. Damn, I have no idea how bad that was getting. Let me see. 1 second. Excuse me. Just a second. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I had a more stable connection for you guys, but it is what the fuck it is. And I appreciate everybody who sticks around, even though I keep disconnecting. I'd like thank you. That means a lot to me. Damn, I was gone for a minute. Fuck. Damn, y'all stuck around for that long? That's crazy. Hold on. Yeah. Damn. All right, cool. We're gone for a few minutes, couple minutes. All right, glad we're black. Glad we're back. Got my tongue tied right there. Damn. I guess this is it's not a bug, it's a feature, as Michael Saylor would say. Disconnecting has become a feature of my live stream. Oh, shout out to everybody in this bitch. I fuck with you guys for fucking with me. Hell yeah. I fuck with you guys. Hell yeah. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Let's continue with this shit. Let me catch up with the comments real quick. My bad for disconnecting. Camel Joe, yeah. Thanks for showing up, my boy. Said most people see the total amount of cubic they run. They think about inflation. Yeah, man. I mean, I can't fault them for it. Like I don't want to call them stupid or whatever, dumb little. You know what I mean? I can't fault people for, making such an assumption, but I mean, do your reason. If you don't know what you're looking at, that's your loss. I mean, it's your loss. If people want to run because of a supply, I mean, come on, dude. Come on. My boy say, "Yup, you're back." Oh, that was a minute ago. What happened? Yeah, my bad. Espresso macchiato. Espresso macchiato. I used to work at Starbucks for like 8 years as a shift supervisor. Shout out to espresso macchiato. Lost them. Ah, I'm here. I'm here. Always expect me to come back. If I disconnect mid sentence, mid flow, even if I'm gone 10 minutes, trust me, I'm grinding to get the fuck back online. I don't think I'll ever rage quit a disconnect, even though I want to. I'm like fucking internet. That's funny. Server has been glitching the past few days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes my streams will be flawless. Sometimes it's just like fucking 3, 4 disconnects at a time, or it's choppy. I'm like, damn, what's going on? Espresso here for the alpha. Yo, yo, yo. Nice. It's all good. We stay connected. Thanks, Milk Money. Appreciate you. Thanks, Mr. Milk Money. Community support is what I'm here for. We are all one, my guys. We are all in the same boat. I'm just like you guys. I'm just a cubic hopeful, just like regular ass, poor ass investor. I mean, I know there's a lot of rich investors in Cubic. There's six figures again. So connect in Cubic. Big fucking. I'm right there with you. You can tell by my internet connection. I'm just a normal mofo, just trying to spread the good word of Cubic. And I don't want your Cubic, and I don't want anything from you. But if you feel so inclined, I do have a QR code. But dude, yeah. I'm just here to spread the good word. Anyway, the constant dimensions, where was I the last time? Dude, so the trees, okay, the trees, what am I on? So the three walls Agarth had to break and where they stand. Generalization solved. Okay, Anna. Universal training algorithm solved. Energy optimization in progress. This is what we need, the energy optimization. All right, 2 of 3 are down. The third energy is the one we are all hammering on with Anna. That's not a metaphor. That is literally what the score towards zero race demonstrates. Ooh, we're about to get even more juicy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, to understand why zero means proven, you need to know what's under the hood. A few core architectural properties, all from CFB and the science papers. It pays to be locked in, dude. It pays to be locked in to the Discord, to the streams, to the videos, to the. It pays. Because this is real. This is real science being done, right? I don't want to be too overly hyped, get you too excited, but this is real science being done in the space of AI. Not just, this isn't just cryptocurrency. This is real science, like the body of science, like you know what I mean? Science, the scientific method, like peer review, testing, confirmation, real facts. This is the basis of all. The scientific method is the basis of all of our technology that we use today. The scientific method. And right now, the Qubic team is using the scientific method to prove their hypothesis or their thesis or whatever you want to call it. Whether their thesis or hypothesis holds, that's neither here nor there. You can build on it or deviate from it with greater knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, this is more than cryptocurrency. This is more than gains. This is science. Science. Right? I'm not a scientist by any, sense of the word, but I can recognize, what I'm seeing, right? I have a brain. I went to school. I'm, kind of educated. But it's a science, dude. It's not just gains, grift, money. This is science. And anyone talking about just money with Qubic, tune them out. It's, to me at least, it's more, the science is more interesting than the gains. The gains, obviously, that'd be awesome. I would love gains. That's my hope and wish. But if this science is real, it kind of ties into the gains. It's like they're tied together. If the science is real, we're all coming up. All the boats are about to rise. But anyway, the science is what intrigued me, and the science is what's gonna build everything up from the ground up. Anyway, let's continue on with the article. I just had to say my piece. Oh, Vibra's in the house. Shout out to Vibra. We just had a nice conversation, like on the phone, like a verbal conversation. I fucks with Vibra. That's the homie. Vibra is the homie for real behind the scenes. All right. To understand why zero means proven, you need to know what's under the hood. We just said that. A few core architectural properties, all from CFB and the science papers. Yo, trinary, not binary. Yep. I think I just had a video on that or a live stream. I forget. Check out my channel, like and subscribe. That's a nice free way to support. I don't want your money. So just if you just subscribe and like the stream, dude, that's all I need. Right? That's all I need. Right? I work for a living. I have a job. You know, it's cool. I don't need your money. I have some Qubic. I don't need your money. But, you know, the classic neural nets use neurons that are on off or continuous flowing point values. Agarth and its sister blueprint uses 3 states, 1, 0, and -1. That neutral 0 state mirrors how real brains have ready but quiet neurons. Yep, ready but quiet. Anytime I think of the 0 state, because I'm a boxer at heart, like boxing is my passion. It's the one thing I love to do. Boxing and martial arts. Like when you're sparring or fighting, the most important thing to do is to be in a neutral state. Sometimes you gotta be in an excited state. Sometimes no, actually in boxing you could never be inhibited. But you either gotta be neutral or in excited. Neutral, 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 neutral. That neutral mirrors how our brains have ready but quiet. You have to be ready. You can't be overexcited. Ready, observing. Moment happens, bop. Moment, think, sa, 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 sa. That's for me. That's what I equate it to. Or even when like I'm, in mid meditation or mid life, right? Because meditation is life. You don't just meditate 5 minutes a day. You should, meditation should be your stream of consciousness. Just silence on the inside and just whatever is happening, you react naturally. You don't think. You don't overthink. You don't overthink things too much, right? Anywho, let me not get too fucking into my own philosophy with that. That neutral 0 state mirrors how our brains work, blah, 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 blah. And discrete 3-state space is far cheaper to compute than floating point math. Far cheaper. 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 Far cheaper is the money talks, dude. Far cheaper. Even if these frontier companies don't fuck with, Agarth, they have to fuck with far cheaper. Because now Sam Altman is begging for money from the government. We'll get into that later. This is going to be a long live stream now that I think of it. Nice. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to go on for a minute. So, yeah, lock in. Get your coffee. All right, it's about connections. Not neuron math. Oh, look, I didn't even get to that part yet. This is a big part of the energy. Okay, cool. The Agarth is agnostic to neuron behavior. It works with training of their groups. Agarth is agnostic to neuron behavior. Okay. The industry obsesses over imitating the exact electrochemistry of a single neuron. Huh. Expensive integral differential math. Agarth says a child and an adult have the same neuron functionality. What changes as you learn is the connections. So train the connections, not the neuron. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Huh. A child and an adult have the same neuron functionality, and the changes as you learn is the connections. Whoa, I'm gonna have to sit on that for another minute. I'm gonna move forward, but that's crazy. That's crazy. It's an evolving tissue, not a fixed model. Agarth doesn't train one frozen network. It grows, mutates, prunes, bleeds millions of network architectures across distributed minor network. The best survive and replicate. A self-organizing digital organism, not a static snapshot. Dude, this is what they've been saying from the jump. but this article sums it all up beautifully. Man, shout out to the writer of this article. Because this, I don't want to say this isn't new information, but the way it's presented is brand new. This information was there for you to decipher the whole time. Agarth has always been this from day one, but this man articulated it so perfectly for us to understand. I love it. I love it because you can read over Qubic documentation and be like, okay, I kind of get it. I see where this is going, and then you kind of invest your time and money into it. But when you see breakdowns like this, you're like, oh, I fucking knew it. I knew it made sense. You know what I mean? Is it just me or right? Like this article breaks it down really well, dude. Shout out to the writer of this. What it's actually searching for, and this is the cleanest definition of the task CFB ever gave. Ooh la la. Agarth is searching for a tool. A that will make another tool. B, if single tool A can make efficient tools B1, 2, B3, it is some common trait. Then we will claim tool A has solved the whole plurality of B and problems, thus demonstrating the ability to generalize its current task. Ooh. AI crypto space. All right, I respect. All right, I'm gonna try my best to hold my tongue. My bad, AI crypto space. I'll keep that in mind. You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do these days? I'll respect that. I'm gonna acknowledge that. I'll try to keep it for the nighttime streams. Right? If I ever go live late night, that's when I'll get loosey goosey with the language. But yeah, I'll do my best. No promises, you know what I'm saying? But I'll do my best because sometimes I just express. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna do my best, AI crypto space. I'm a cuz I have kids. I have a kid too, so I'm gonna respect that. Like if my kid was in a room, like if my kid is in a room with my friends and they curse, I tell them the same thing. I'm like, "Yo, can you chill? My kid is right here." So I'm gonna respect that. If you're watching with your kids right now, I'm gonna try my best not to curse. Kiss, kiss. Tell your kids what up. My bad, dog. My bad. Tell mama I said sorry too, cause I'm sure mama's tripping more than you are. Or am I wrong? But my bad, my bad, my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to curse in front of your kids, my boy. All right. In plain words, find one method that can solve a whole family of problems, not just one. The ability to transfer learning from one problem to unseen ones is generalization, and it's the holy grail. Man, this is making my eyes well up with with excitement. Like that's crazy. What's crazy is teaching an algorithm or like a software to do that, you know? Because it took human beings. It let's think about another thing now. Let's have another thought exercise, right? Just to blow our own minds. It took existence, the universe, billions, right? Beyond okay, let's talk about the earth existing, all right? It took billions, if not millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and bazillions of years for every molecule, primordial particle to just constantly get to the next step, form, randomly change, randomly mutate, randomly do this, randomly do that, right? And then you get this single cell organisms, multiple cell organisms. You get fucking the whole entire history of evolution, right? I'm not a evolutionary biologist, but generally, I understand kind of how it's worked out, right? Over time. Billions and millions of years, molecules and organic things changed over time, right? To evolve all these different species, all these different animals, and then there's us, the pinnacle of creatures on Earth, right? We literally, aside from like insects, we literally run the Earth with our brain power and our ability to manipulate nature, manipulate materials, and build things and stuff like that. All that with the intelligence that evolved over this time, billions of years. And now all of a sudden, within what, 20 some odd years, they're like, AI research has been going on for a few decades, right? 20, 30 years, maybe even more so. To compress all that data, billions of years of data, to compress all of that into just an AI model, that's an insane feat. Like, you know what I mean? The intelligence it takes to even come up with that concept, to want to put that into something else, is insane. Right? Let's really think about how crazy that is. That's absolutely nuts. But humans are nuts, and we're awesome, and that's why we're humans. Right? Let's just appreciate that. Like, that's absolutely wild to me. You know what I mean? That's nuts to even attempt this. To even attempt building something with the intelligence of us, which had to evolve over billions of years, right? Because evolution didn't start with Homo sapiens. It started with the first single cell organism. If you believe in science and, all that good stuff. I can't speak for anyone who doesn't, believe in science or whatever. But that's two different worlds. I don't know. Anyway, that's just my addition to this data right here. Part 4. Meet Anna. What you're literally running. All right. Anna.exe is a small 150 kilobyte. Wow, that's like a fucking a note document. A plain native Windows program. No internet, no tricks. It doesn't read the chat despite the jokes. There's no network code in it at all. Inside it holds a tiny trinary network in memory and trains it on a deliberately simple task, adding two numbers, A and B. Excuse me. Huh. Why something so trivial? Because the point isn't the sum. The point is to prove the method converges cleanly and generalizes on a clean, verifiable task. Little boy, not the whole arsenal. What the easy? When you read Anna's log, the columns mean decoded directly from the program's own format string. Here is the live proof of generalization, which CFB himself pointed at. Upon improvement of fitness function score of the training set, green column, you often get improved of the validation set, yellow column. Yeah, that generally doesn't happen. When he found a step where training improved by 183 and validation improved by 201, he called it a gem because validation improved more than training. Huh. That is the opposite of overfitting. That is a machine that understands rather than memorizes. In the community, huh? Wow. Okay. Okay. Huh. Huh. In the community logs, green and yellow move together. The generalization isn't a slogan. It's visible in your terminal. Hmm. The control for completeness default. Wait, the score falls on its own. Breakthroughs arrive in jumps. 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 Stuck? Tap dildo for a nanosecond. Press it like it's very hot. This is the anti-attractor mechanism. It doesn't smash the wall. It teleports the search to another area of the phase space to try its luck there. Huh. Damn. F2 saves your progress to ana.data. Shareable so the community can start from the best point and search outward together. This turns the whole thing into an ant colony. Spread the file, run the file. Oh shit. That's what that was the whole time. Man. Wow. No wonder there were so many Annas. Okay. So why 0? Why does it end it? Okay. So what's the importance? Why 0? What are we even talking about, folks? What are we doing here? All right. The global best score is the network's remaining error. Drive it to 0 and the network solves both the training set and the unseen validation set perfectly. And crucially, it does so while generalizing and while keeping the parameter dimensions constant. In other words, 0 is the simultaneous proof of all three things at once. It learned the task completely, it generalized to unseen data, and it did it with the energy efficient fixed dimension architecture. Oh my god. Yo, so they were just, wow. They figured it out. Man, who needs a quantum computer when you have Qubic? Man, you have qubits, which are you have bits, which are zeros and ones, and then you have qubits, which are zeros and ones, and then you have trits, which are negative ones, 0 or 1. Dude, trits, you have bits, qubits, and you have trits. That's insane. That is why CFB answers what happens when we get to 0 is so short and so heavy. Agarth will be deemed finished. Ay, 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 ay. Dude, you can't overstate that enough. Be careful what finished means. 0 does not mean AGI woke up. It means the paradigm is proven. So they just proved their method works, not that they have AGI. So let's not get too excited. We don't have AGI. This whole Anna thing just proved CFB's approach is the real deal and it's computationally proven. Nuts. The method works, converges, generalizes, and fits the energy budget. The Manhattan Project's first test didn't end warfare, it proved the bomb was real. Shout out to the writer of this article, dude. Way to dumb it down for us plebs. 0 proves Agarth is real. Agarth is the big products come after, dude. Part 6? There's more? I told you it was gonna be a long stream. Part 6, the other front, Berlin, Osaka, and the Naraxon papers. Oh yeah. While community hammers Anna on the practical front, there is a parallel scientific front. This is what most price watchers completely miss. Yep. 90% of price watchers miss this, especially retail price, like people who just say, "Oh, what?" Most people haven't heard of Qubic, but soon they will. So just prepare yourselves, guys. There's gonna be a new wave of Qubic investors who just worry about the price. And it's just like, don't worry. Don't hate them. Don't worry about them. They don't know any better. Just whatever. Just expect it. Be nice. All right. It's the difference between a crypto project says its tech is good. Independent scientists with no reason to flatter it agree. Yes, we've talked about this before too in another stream. Qubic is proving their science among other scientists, right? Not other Web3 fucking jerk offs who are gonna just smell their fart and be like, yummy steak, right? That's what most crypto projects do. Oh, we're partnering with this project because we wanted more of your money. No. Qubic is presenting its science in front of other scientists in scientific conferences, right? Not just crypto conferences, AI conferences. Like, let's wrap our heads around that before we just start talking about price. We're talking about scientific discovery. We're investing in scientific discovery, not just number go up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm invested in. Naraxon is the academic formalization of the same trinary paradigm authored by David Vivancos and Dr. Jose Sanchez. Two people whom I've said, it's on record, these guys will be the most important AI communicators in the coming future. It's a bio-inspired computational unit. Trinary logic. +1, 0, -1. Continuous time processing. Synapses with multiple dynamic weights that can form, collapse, and reconnect neurons that can even die. It is literally the blueprint for the kind of neuron that lives inside Anna and Agarth. All right, so there they just go through the accolades of Naraxon. We've talked about that before. I don't want to but yeah, let me just briefly. Berlin ICMLT, huge deal. IEEE co-sponsored. I have a whole video on that. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. Yeah, I have videos on all this stuff. Make sure you check out IEEE and Qubic. If you YouTube search IEEE with Qubic, I'm sure my video will pop up right there. Because I'm the only one with a video with that in the title. Why the exhibition matters so much. All right. A crypto project can claim anything, but the best paper awarded judged by independent academics at an IEEE conference, followed by acceptance at the world's premier AGI conference, is external validation that the underlying science is original and real, not a wrapper around someone else's model. Yeah, dude, we're not just like, yeah, we're a crypto project, but we use Anthropic and OpenAI and fucking Grok. No, we're our own thing. We are verified, respected by other scientific peers in the AI space, not just crypto nonsense. All right, so we have Anna.exe, the practical proof, and Naraxon, the scientific proof. Validated by the academic world. Yes, sir. We got paper of the night, dude. Among other scientists who aren't even in crypt. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Both converge into Agarth, the evolutionary engine running on the body of Qubic, which since moved to Dogecoin. ASIC mining now dedicates 100% of its CPU, GPU compute to AI training. Set timeline you can see the arc. Countdown. When somebody reaches 0, it's not the end game. It is the moment CFB described 3 words. Agarth will be deemed finished. The paradigm proven. Little boy detonated the proof that the method is real. Done with an energy budget the planet can actually afford. That's crazy. You set energy parameters for those computations and it met it. This is nuts. If this is real, and I think it is real. Don't get me wrong. This is nuts. This is nuts, 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 nuts in your butts. Man, that's nuts. Shout out to this fella who wrote this article. That was a long article, but we got through it. We got through it. Use Tesser AI. This calls for an intermission, ladies and gentlemen. Oh damn, Alex Jones is live. He has 181,000 people on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine having 100,000 people watching at once. One day, maybe. Who knows, man? Who knows? Let me catch up with the comments real quick before I hit a little pee break. Yo, what's up, Fuma? Good to see ya. You back? Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back. I like your style, he says. Hey, thanks, my boy. Dynex falling another 10%. This is bad. Ooh. Word up. Damn. Let's see. Where's Dynex at right now? Is this all time? Dude, imagine it comes back up. Dude, imagine. That'd be crazy. Oops. Dude, imagine this thing gets back to 50 cents. Yeah, below 1 million market cap. Fucking. That doesn't look good at all. Yeah, it doesn't look good at all. Damn, what are we saying? Is it officially over for Dynex? What do you guys think? I mean, I'm gonna still hold my shit. I mean, what am I gonna do? Sell it for 5 cents? I mean, the tech is. I think because they transitioned into like a stock thing. I think people were taking their tech like a lot seriously, and they're like, "Hey, get rid of this crypto shit." I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but that's insane. And the Yeti fella, where's Yeti at? Yeah, let's keep it real. Is Yeti still on? Cause this guy was legit. He was like their security officer. Then he disappeared, unless he was murdered, and some tech guys murdered these, and they were like, "Hey, chill with this silicon quantum." Damn. Yeah, they couldn't let us get rich off silicon quantum. They're like, tank it, kill him, tank it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Dynex. I'm not trying to fight it, but yeah, that is pretty crazy that it got that cheap. There's no way I'm buying any more because I'm pretty happy with what I got. Anywho, what's next on this? What's next on the stream? Skibidi bop, skibidi bop, skibidi boop. Discord. Oh, all right. I'm about to take a quick intermission. I gotta take a leak. I gotta take a leak. Leak at leak. Leak at leak. He said, "Trits is a trip, bro." Yep, Trits is a trip. I wanted to make a shirt. I'm not gonna tell my idea, but I might come out with it. Speaking of Trits, said locked in, so one day we don't need to clock in. Yeah, like I did this morning, and then had to come back home because I wasn't on the schedule. Said listening while at work. Yeah, shout out to Milk Money. Milk Money's always supporting here. You earn that wrench, buddy.
I'll be right back. You guys lock in to this BJ song, and I'll be right back. Yo. And we're back. All right, what else we got? You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to show you guys something. In case you guys aren't aware, Qubic has. Let me show you. Can I pull it up on another? I got an idea. Uh-huh. Qubic has a new wallet. Oops. It's been out for a minute. I think I briefly mentioned it one time a few weeks ago on the live stream, but I want to show you guys. For real, for real. Oh, excuse me. Let me actually put the link for that in the description. Boom, boom, ba boom. Boom, boom, ba boom. Chrome Qubic wallets. So yeah, if you don't want to have your wallet on your phone, you know what I mean? In case you lose your phone or whatever, you want to have it safe on a nice secure, whether it's a laptop or a PC that you have, you know. If you don't have a cold wallet, I mean, what I do, anyway, I won't get it, but this is about the wallet. This is about the wallet. Yeah, hell, man. Let me show you what I'm talking about, mate. Excuse me. So check that out. Qubic. Now, this takes a lot of work and integration with Google. This is not like Qubic's not fucking around, dude. Qubic is integrating with Google Chrome. Now they're on Ledger. It takes a lot of work between teams to get integrated fully into Ledger. That's not to be taken lightly, dude. Not at all. But anyway, now you can download a plugin for your Google Chrome or even your Brave browser, right? You don't need the clunky little vault file and all this stuff. Now you pretty much have the MetaMask of Qubic. You know what I mean? It's its own. It's beautiful. Whoever developed this, cheers, because I'm using it on a couple different browsers. I love it. I love it. So if you don't have a Qubic wallet on your phone, or you don't know how to custody or whatever, if you want to use a wallet that's on your browser, kind of convenient. Well, while you're on the computer, you can scroll, buy stuff, all this good stuff. Hit the link in the description. It's not an affiliate link or nothing. It's just literally the link to this website right here that lets you download the plugin for the Qubic wallet. And yeah, install at your own risk. Like I installed this on my computer, so I mean, if you go down, I go down. But yeah, this link is from the official Qubic page. Let me show you. I don't mean to freak you out. Damn, I shouldn't have. Yeah, because I might freak out people who aren't into my sense of humor. Let me just show you what I mean. This is literally from. I'm not guessing. This is from the Qubic page, the official Qubic Twitter. 3 billion Chromium users just got one-click access to the Qubic wallet. Yo. Yeah. So if you want to click the link yourself, go to the Qubic page and find it. If you're curious how to do that, I can show you, right? Go to the Qubic page. Are you here with me here? Click up top, hit the search button. If you want to, I'm imploring you to do your own research. I'm not saying just click my links, right? Do your own research. Click search on the Qubic Discord page. You type Chrome, and that post will pop up. It should be the first one. It was May 27th, last month, or 2 months ago. Scroll down or click it. Bam, you got all the links you need. Right? Don't take my word for it. Go to the Qubic page, right? I don't want to be like yeah, I don't want to present myself as like a source of all the information. Like I'm just a guy presenting the information that I see to more people. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't want to seem like the authority of authorities, but I'm just pointing you. I'm pointing you to the authority. I'm letting you be aware. There's something there that you should look into if you're interested. Yeah, not that's my way of saying not financial advice. That always irked me when I was newer into crypto. I would see all these YouTubers, oh, not financial advice. Oh, after everything they said, oh man, have a nice day. Not financial advice. I was like, fucking get out of here. It became so. I try my best not to say it unless I have to cover my ass. But yeah. Godspeed, everybody. Man, and there's so much happening in the Discord that should make you bullish, dude. So check this out. A lot of people don't know who Jet Ski is, right? If you're an OG in the space, when I say Jet Ski and Qubic, you know who I'm talking about. He's the one of the largest computer operators on the network. Like, come on, come on. Anyway, uh, jet ski pool, if that's him, which I think it is, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have all these people following him. I hope everyone stacked enough Qubic. This was today, just a few hours ago. Even like just before I went on stream, this guy said this. That's a bullish signal, dude. That's crazy. If you know who Jet Ski is, that's a crazy statement to make. That made me feel even worse for not being able to afford more Qubic at these super duper bottom prices. Dude, this is like Bitcoin when it was below $1, dude. The only thing is we don't know when the price action will happen, but it'll probably happen soonish. It'll probably happen soonish. Oh, once again, by the way, shout out to Mersuddin, the clan leader of Match Lords. He pulled up to the live stream. My bad. He pulled up to the live stream last night, showing mad love to your boy. So shout out to Mersuddin. Okay. To me, Scooby Doo Bop Bop, Scooby Beep Beep. Joe Consorti. Surety has their largest Bitcoin sale ever, and the Bitcoin is up on the day. Just 4 hours later, death spiral nerds in shambles. Market fully inoculated. Bottom is closing in. Let's go. Is that true? Hold on. Excuse me. All right, Bitcoin's at 63,000. Oh, excuse me. Oh, this is East Coast time. I see. Hmm. My bad, guys. I was spacing out for a second. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Skip TBD beep ping pong. We shouted out MERS. What is this? What is this wrong? Yeah, my bad. I was leaning back in the chair. Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. First, let's check out Cubic Trade. My bad. I was like, man, I'm exhausted. I was. I got. Let me see. Let's check out Cubic Trade real quick. Sorry, guys. I was spacing out. Um. Let's check out Keep It Trade. How we doing? How we doing on our in our network? Ooh, Cubic's pumping like a motherfucker. 3%. That's what I'm talking about. 43. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see Bitcoin. No, 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 no. My bad. Coin. On the day, it's up barely, but let's see the week though. So in 1 week, we've gone up. Oh, a 1621. Ooh, that's a magical number for me. But that's about the time someone started. Anyway, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's actually pretty crazy. I love it. That's awesome. Excuse me. But yeah, I wanted to see this one video. I wanted to show you guys this one video and see what you guys thought about it. I haven't seen it yet, but it's from one of my or one of the guys that I love to follow on YouTube. He does these videos. I think I've featured one of his videos before where he talked about OpenAI. Monkey Explains. Yep, Monkey Explains. Monkey Explains. Let me let that ad play. Dude, Monkey Explains is my shit. Talk about dumbing it down, bruh. So hopefully I don't get copy. I don't know, whatever, because I'm on probation with YouTube. I think because of my 4th of July stream. But hopefully I don't get a copyright strike. So make sure. Excuse me, my bad. I didn't mean to burp on the mic. Like the video. Make sure you subscribe if just click subscribe, dude. Just help get this guy's numbers up. You know what I mean? Every subscribe counts. Every subscribe counts. Even me. So subscribe to me, please. Please. I'm trying to get to it. All I need is 1,000. Once I get to 1,000, I'm not gonna ask for no more subs. I just want 1,000 subs is my main like milestone. But yeah. Let's get subscribe, like to this guy. He has great content. Breaks down a lot of concepts and projects down so beautifully using monkey terminology. So shout out to Monkey Explains 1999. This man is my shit right here. And his art, yeah, his art style makes sense too. 1999. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm excited for this one. Are you guys locked in? Uh-oh. Share the tab. Ooh, I almost fucked that up. I almost fucked that up. Alright, let's log in. This video, I haven't seen this video yet, so let's keep that in mind.
This is Sam, and he's got a huge problem. See, Sam's the head honcho of OpenAI, the biggest AI company in the jungle. Except, things aren't going too well at his company, and despite his best efforts, a leaked financial document confirmed that things are not getting better. Losing tens of billions every year, and that number's only grown since 2024. See, Sam built his whole company on one promise, that AI would fix everything. From writing emails, handling customer support, writing code, and maybe even fixing that pesky situationship you've been trying to figure out. But from the business perspective, Sam sold OpenAI as the silver bullet when it comes to cost cutting. Who the hell wants to hire a living monkey when an AI agent does the same job without asking for a raise, without asking for time off, at a fraction of the cost, right? Naturally, businesses everywhere fell for the pitch. Hook, line, and sinker. Except, when AI evicted the monkeys from their cubicles, things started going really, really wrong.
Yes. I can attest to this. I want to say I've done the research like I'm a researcher, but I stay locked into this stuff every single day. Like when I'm not live streaming, I'm literally just binging content, financial content, AI content, just anything that will help grow this channel and something to share you guys. But This is not BS. This is the real deal. This is for real, for real. Let's run that back real quick.
Customers started canceling
Like, the financial situation of OpenAI is not, it's
subscriptions.
not,
Code stop.
it's not funny. It's pretty sad. Like, the AI the frontier AI companies and everyone who got sold on Sam Altman's absolute bullshit, right? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to censor myself. AI crypto space. Sorry if you tuned out, but I'm trying to. All right, can I do that? Is that okay? Crypto space. I'm gonna do my best to curse with a radio edit, live radio edit with my mouth. Pause. But yeah, let's check it out. Sorry, crypto space, if I cursed again. I don't think I realized if I did. Sorry.
Naturally, businesses everywhere fell for the pitch. Hook, line, and sinker. Except when AI evicted the monkeys from their cubicles, things started going really, really wrong. Customers started canceling subscriptions. Code stopped working. Uh-oh.
Bad.
But at least there's some cost-cutting gains, right? Well, not exactly. Because last year, MIT sat down and ran the numbers on AI return on investment in the workplace. Companies poured 30 to 40 billion bananas into AI. And the results are, well, see for yourself. Because the study found that 95% saw zero return. Damn, we might as well be burning bananas by the billions at this rate. But before you think that's just a few unlucky companies, Gold Monkey Sachs zoomed out and looked at the entire US jungle to see if AI
Gold Monkey Sachs
had a net positive effect on the economy like Sam, Dario, and all his cohorts from the Silicon Valley Mafia desperately claim. Their number? Basically zero too. Oh boy, and remember, the jungles of the world have already poured hundreds of billions of bananas, with basically nothing to show for it. So think about it. If the monkey selling the magic AI fix can't make the math work for his own customers, what makes you think he's made it work for himself? That's what we'll cover on today's episode of Financial Bullshittery, the OpenAI Cost Crisis Explained.
Financial bullshittery. I love it. I love it. I love it. What the hell is this?
Let's review the numbers. Things can't be that bad, right? Surely after scooping up Pentagon contracts and more compute deals, things should be on the mend. Well, that's not exactly the case. See, over the last year, Sam went on what might be the biggest shopping spree in the AI marketplace. 300 billion bananas to Oracle, 100 billion from NVIDIA, 90 billion in AMD chips, a quarter of a trillion in cloud time from Microsoft. OpenAI signed almost $1 trillion bananas worth of deals. In about a year, no less. Sam truly is a monkey of action. But you'd think with that kind of funding moving around, OpenAI would be drowning in profit. Instead, they're just drowning. Wait, what? Let Monkey explain.
Man, the grift is over. Dude, the AI bubble is, I said this, I think, a few streams ago, dude. It's going to go down in history as the biggest waste of money ever. The biggest waste of resources, the biggest waste of compute, the biggest waste of chips, the biggest waste of everything. Oh. But I mean, I guess that comes with every new frontier, right? You figure out a new thing and then you figure out how to do it better, and it gets exponentially better. Right? It's like remember when text messaging first came out? Like, I remember, I know kids, if you're like 10 or whatever, a teenager, you're like, texting didn't exist? Yeah, texting didn't exist at one point, right? So texting on your phone for free, especially. Like, texting costed money. You know what I mean? But until the technology improved, you had to keep charging for texting and phone calls. Now you have unlimited phone calls for free, unlimited texting for free. So who's to say that's not going to happen in another new frontier? Now you have movies for free.
Imagine your friend runs a coconut stand, and every coconut costs a single US banana. You see that monkeys are queuing up, and your friend's coconuts are moving fast. Business seems to be booming, right? Except, you find out it costs your friend more than 2 bananas just to sell a single coconut and run the business. Meaning, the costs of monkey power, rent, bills, adds up to more than the revenue earned per sale. At this point, you might just think your friend is insane, and you'd be right. Now replace the coconut stand with OpenAI, and you'll start to see why their business can't seem to climb out of the hole they've dug for themselves. And the numbers don't lie. Last quarter alone, OpenAI pulled in 5.7 billion bananas in revenue, which sounds good on paper. But remember, just like your friend's coconut stand from hell, every single banana that comes in loses OpenAI even more bananas.
Oops.
Wall Street's got a fancy name for that too. Specifically, Sam's looking at a whopping negative 122% operating margin.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on a second. Oh no, that's bad. That's horrible. Oh no. Okay, so damn. Yeah, so as I said before, I'm watching this in real time with you guys. I haven't seen this video yet, but I love the channel and I love all their content when in terms of, describing AI and all this good stuff. Dude, check out dude, the man just said the operating margin is negative 122%, right? Check this out. Check this information out, dude. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's horrible. The operating margin, oh my god in heaven, dude. The operating margin is calculated by dividing operating income by net sales, otherwise revenue, and multiplying by 100. Oh my god. Operating revenue. Income by revenue. Oh no. Oh, oh no. There is no universally standard operating margin, as acceptable ranges vary drastically by industry. For example, capital intensive industries or retail typically run on much higher operating margins, while software and tech companies boast significantly higher margins. Average typical usually around 10 to 15% across traditional sectors. Healthy, excellent, 20%. OpenAI, negative 122%. I love it. Because if you've been locked into the channel for a minute, you know this was coming. You know this. This isn't a surprise. OpenAI it's not good. It's not looking good for OpenAI. All right, let's continue with Banana Monkey Explains.
Meaning, to pull in that 5.7 billion bananas in revenue, they lost nearly 7 billion bananas just keeping the lights on.
Jesus.
Sensation revenue margin. Meaning, to pull in that 5.7 billion bananas in revenue, they lost nearly 7 billion bananas just keeping the lights on.
Oh, they're on some Michael Saylor shit. OpenAI is on some Michael Saylor shit.
Sensational. Looks like OpenAI is still staying true to their non-profit nature, because they sure as hell aren't profitable now.
Yeah.
But back to Sam. What now? If you said raise even more funding, congratulations, you're a right fraudster in the making. The Forbes 30 Under 30 would be honored to have you join their ranks. Because while OpenAI was busy losing 36 billion bananas a year, Sam went out and closed a 122 billion banana funding round, valuing the whole operation at an eye-watering 852 billion bananas. And that's not all. Sam's gone ahead and filed the paperwork to take it public, following the footsteps of the God Emperor Elon. Asking price? Over 1 trillion bananas. And remember, this is the same company that's losing bananas every time someone uses their products. What are we even...
You, just you, building your app on base 44.
Skip.
Describe it.
doing here? But Sam's not done just yet. Because even though Sam's pretty bad at running OpenAI, he's excellent at making the company look healthy. And here's how. See, if you ask Sam how OpenAI is doing, he'll proudly tell you, revenue's up, like way up, from 3.7 billion bananas to 13.1 billion in 1 year. And hey, that's genuinely impressive. That's one of the fastest growth curves you'll see from any business, anywhere ever. Except Sam, being the genius entrepreneur he is, also left out a tiny little detail. Because yes, revenue ballooned, but costs also skyrocketed from 12.5 billion to 34 billion in just 1 year. Remember your friend's coconut stand from hell? Yep. But hold on, Sam's got more up his sleeve. Ask Sam how much OpenAI lost this year, and he'll say, only 14 billion. Sounds almost manageable, right? Except that number conveniently ignores what OpenAI pays its...
Only 14 billion. The entitlement of these CEOs and communicators to say the words only followed by 14 billion. It shouldn't be legal to say without getting slapped in your face. Only 14 billion in loss. What? I think we are so used to these huge numbers being said in AI and crypto. You almost forget how much even $1 billion is. You can, I think, dude, excuse me. You can spend, okay, you can spend $100,000 a day. Let me see. Hold on a second. Dude, check it out. If you, all right, if you had $1 billion, right? $1 billion. This is just for a normal person. If you had $1 billion, right? These are the numbers these fucking insane tech companies are running with, right? Just, I'm talking about if one individual had $1 billion, right? You can spend $10,000 every single day for 274 years. You can spend 20. Let me see. Let's say $30,000 a day. Let's do the quick maths. You could, dude. If you had $1 billion, you can spend $30K a day, and it would last 91 years. If you just wanted to fuck all your money off until you die. All you have to do is limit yourself to $30K a day, or like a few $100K every few days. You know what I mean? Like, that's an absurd amount of money for an individual, you know what I mean, to live. But these companies are just flipping and flopping. And the thing is, they're not actually trading real value. It's just they're trading numbers on a screen and this and that. It's like, it's just a big waste of everybody. They're just LARPing as bazillionaires. It's trippy as fuck. None of this is like real. It's all theater.
own employees in company stock. Count that, and the real loss jumps to 26 billion. Even the quote, good news is suspicious. Sam will tell you margins have improved and that they're now burning fewer bananas per message on chat. Great. Just don't think too hard because getting less bad at losing bananas is still losing bananas. So here's where that leaves us. Revenue genuinely growing. Costs growing just as fast or faster. And every single number Sam shows you is a PR-friendly version of a much uglier story. Because here's the thing, growth and sustainability are not the same thing. And Sam's betting big that you won't notice the difference. But unfortunately for Sam,
Growth. Oh, it's easy to overlook that thing he just said because of his cadence. He's really quick with the stuff, but it's very dense knowledge that he's kicking to us. Let's run that back one more time. Growth and sustainability are not the same thing. There's no correlation between growth and you know what I mean? There's nothing that just goes up and to the right constantly forever. That's not a thing. That's not physically. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Other than I guess evolution or intelligence, I guess, in the grand scheme, universally, if we're gonna get real esoteric, but if we're talking finance, that's not a thing. Nothing just goes up. That's not a thing. That's not how value works in the human world, at least.
much uglier story. Because here's the thing, growth and sustainability are not the same thing.
Growth and sustainability are not the same thing. That's why these CEOs get you right when they're pumping, right when there's the right amount of sauce and buzz in the media. Oh, hey, invest. We're gonna go do this. They lied to you as far as their goals and sustainability, just to get your capital, so they can fund their fucking backyard water fountain, or put gas in their fucking Rolls Royce. Like, billionaires are not looking out for you, dude.
And Sam's betting big.
Generally, not saying all billionaires, but generally. Multi-trillion-dollar tech companies are not looking out for you. Yeah, I'm saying that directly. These companies are not looking out for you. They don't care.
That you won't notice the difference. But unfortunately for Sammy Boy, some monkeys are noticing. Take this little transportation startup called Uber. Their CTO went on record and admitted the company blew through its entire annual AI budget in a few weeks. Yep.
You guys, I've actually done research on this, like on the side for myself, and yeah, that happened. That man, I wanted to share that stuff with you guys, but I had so much going on. But yeah, dude, there's so much going on with the AI spend that you guys, I hope you guys are privy to it. I know I am, but there's so much going on with AI spending. It's really, 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 really bad. And that's why I'm so bullish on Qubic. Because they don't need this money. They don't need these VCs, capital, blah, 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 blah. All they need is people willing to do the work. Compute. They have the science. They have the proof is in the pudding, as CFB said himself. They don't. Innovation. How do I put this? Innovation doesn't necessarily just need money, but it needs people brave enough to explore. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people with all the money, they're not willing to really explore certain avenues. They're like, I'd rather go this way. Which makes me think, like, Qubic is being validated by the scientific community, right? Like, legitimately. Like, I'm not just I'm not just saying this out of my ass. I'm seeing it. It's happening. Qubic is being validated by the actual scientific community, which is the only community that matters literally like on Earth, I think. If there was one, all right, let me put this in perspective on that note and then back to what I was saying. If aliens came down to Earth right now, some species that came fucking from 10 light years away, they're like, oh shit, show me your smartest motherfuckers. It's the scientific community. It's not gonna be fucking whoever the fuck. I don't know who else. Who are you gonna show aliens? If they said, show me your smartest shit, you're gonna show them Einstein. You're gonna show them fucking Darwin. You're gonna show them Darwin. You're gonna show them everything. Fucking Oppenheimer. You're gonna show them all the scientific minds of all time. Fucking Isaac Newton. Even people who are dead. You know what I'm saying? Like Pythagoras. You're gonna pull up. You're not gonna say, oh, me. No. Because you're not Pythagoras. You're not Isaac Newton. You're not Albert Einstein. You're not a fucking Oppenheimer. Right? If aliens came to Earth and said, show me your strongest body of science and physics, these are the names you're gonna fucking bring up. You know what I mean? That's how you know you of a civilization, is by how scientific it can be. Anyway, let's go. What was I even talking about? I feel like I just went on a whole tangent. I hope this makes sense when I press pause, when I press play. Hey, by the way, in the live chat, I see a lot more people are in the live stream. So in the live chat, let me know you're in here. Say what's up. Let me know if you're liking this. If this video is educational for you, let me know. Say, hey, W, this video is awesome. Or L, shut the fuck up. Either way, I love it.
That's not a typo. A Fortune 500 company ran through a full year's worth of budget in a matter of weeks on AI. And it's not just the big publicly traded companies. Even smaller operations aren't spared either.
Sorry, I have to pause it one more time. That's... All right, say you work at a retail coffee shop. And they say, we have this much to spend on our coffee and our cups. And you spend it all in 1 week. And the rest of your quarter is fucked. Figure it out. That's what they did. They fucking... Uber learned in real time and they presented, oh fuck, we burned our whole budget on this new tech in 3 hours. I'm just exaggerating the time, obviously, but Uber burned their whole AI stack funding in weeks, as opposed to divvying it out for the year. That's how young, quote, what they say is artificial intelligence is. No, they're just selling. Enterprise is being sold bullshit right now. I'm saying that with my chest. Enterprise companies are being sold absolute bullshit right now. Sure, there are some specialized AI. Don't get me wrong. There are specialized AI things that work and help for science. But as far as mainstream generalized companies like Walmart, like Target, and some companies, I guarantee you, some huge companies, they're not willing to disclose that they tested AI and they lost a ton of money. Right? There's just a few companies who are saying, "Oh fuck, we fucked up," as like a warning sign to other companies. Don't do this. You know what I mean? Because that'll fuck up the world. So anyway, let's continue. Oh, Milk Money said, still here, earning while learning. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. For sure. Good. That's all I need to know.
A company called Get Swan, 4 employees, spent over 113,000 on AI tokens in a single month. That's nearly 28,000 per monkey, almost half what the average American worker takes home in an entire year. All spent on AI tokens. But this doesn't even come close to when AI hype goes haywire. Remember the OpenClaw situation? Where one developer burned through 1.3 million bananas in OpenAI tokens in 1 month. So, fair question. With all this spending, the returns on the client side at least must be incredible too, right? Unfortunately, no. Remember that MIT study from early on in the video? They've also found that only about 5% of corporate AI pilots actually translate into profit gains. Not fake coconut finance like Sam, but actual gains on the bottom line. Now, to be fair, some critics say that study used a pretty narrow 6-month window, which might undersell slower wins. Fair enough. But still, when 19 out of 20 pilots show nothing, you don't need a decade-long study to tell when something's rotten. But that leaves us with a couple of worrying questions. See, if these companies want AI cheap enough to be worth using, how on earth is OpenAI supposed to do that when they're already losing more than they make whenever someone uses ChatGPT? And going back to Sam's initial sales pitch of AI fixing everything for cheap, if AI is no longer fixing, well, anything, and it isn't even cheap, why are corpo monkeys hell-bent on spending billions of bananas on this in the first place? This, my friends, is the AI cost paradox, and it's going to eat OpenAI alive. And remember, you've seen this episode before. Here's how it typically goes. Step 1. The company decides it's time to cut costs. And what's the easiest way to do that? Fire the monkeys.
I knew it.
Wow, genius-level business management at play here, folks. Just give everything to ChatGPT, Claude, and Copilot, and they'll do the rest. See, in the first quarter of 2026 alone,
So bad, dude. AI companies firing their most senior, experienced employees because they're so dumb, young, and retarded. These guys at the head of these companies are literally destroying, 1, the company, 2, the country they live in, because this is a fantastic avenue for revenue and value. And there are companies and people like ethics, financial
nearly 80,000 tech jobs got cut. And about half of those were blamed directly on AI. Standard Chartered alone announced 7,000 jobs gone, betting big on automation. Meta, Amazon, and many others have followed suit. But who cares? We're out here maximizing shareholder value, right? So, job's done. The monkeys are gone. Surely the AI agents will do the job properly, right? Except this has failed repeatedly across many, many industries. Volkswagen poured a fortune into building one unified AI operating system for every single brand they own. The result? A 20 million line mess riddled with bugs, the Porsche Electric and Audi Q6 e-tron delayed over a year, and 1,600 jobs cut. Ouch. Just look at Klarna, McDonald's. The list goes on. Hell, even delivering pizzas is too much for poor ChatGPT to handle. Because Pizza Hut rolled out an AI system to manage their delivery times. Except deliveries that used to take under 30 minutes started taking over 45.
Jeez.
The result? A massive 100 million lawsuit. Not even from their customer, but from their own franchisees.
Damn. Yeah, dude. AI is literally fucking up existing. Like AI got so pushed. Let me put this into perspective because I'm not sure if he's gonna put this detail in the video. AI got pushed so hard to different corporations, different things, businesses, experiments. It fucked up people's money and they're pissed. They're like, you said you would help. You cost us $1 million this year, bro. Like, and I've experienced that where, like, I used to, sometimes when I feel like splurging, right, on some nights, I'd come home, I'd be driving home, and like, I want some Wingstop. So I'd call into Wingstop and order some food. And one day I called in, and it was some fucking AI fucking thing taking my order. And I was like, what the fuck? All right, whatever. I guess I'll finish it. It was just the worst experience. The worst. So yeah, unless AI is completely mastered, keep it the fuck out of the general public, because people don't give a fuck. They just want to exist. They don't want more problems just for tech.
Nailed it. AI adoption wins again. So now let's go to step 2. Someone in management sees the dumpster fire, panics, and decides the fix is more AI. Token maxing is the answer, ladies and gentle monkeys. And don't hear it from Monkey, because NVIDIA's CEO famously said his engineers should be spending AI tokens worth half their annual salary, or they're not being productive enough. Uncle Huang allegedly even asked managers who discouraged this, and I quote, "Are you insane? Gee, wonder why the CEO of a company selling AI hardware would encourage his workers to use AI. Monkey must be too insane to figure it out." But of course, out of fear of being laid off, employees comply. Amazon workers admitted to using AI for completely unnecessary tasks, just to inflate their internal usage scores. Perfect. And now for step 3, the budget runs out. Who could have seen this coming? See, Microsoft actually cut back on using Claude Code because, get this, the more their employees used it, the more it cost them. And Uber's own COO came out and said there's currently no proven link between spending more on AI and actually shipping a better product.
Hallelujah, dude. Ed, if you've been locked into Edzitron and the Tech Report and your boy, this should be no surprise to you if you've been locked into the AI space. This should be no surprise to you. But Monkey Explains is just hammering it in with this one, dude. I love it. I love it. I hope you guys are enjoying this data, because this is the data I consume on a daily basis. This type of information, and I feel like it's important to arm yourself with this type of information if you're going to be investing in anything involving artificial intelligence, right? Thusly, naturally, it appeared on this channel. So, yeah.
Corroborating both the MIT and Gold Monkey Sachs studies. Step 4? Beg AI companies to make their product cheaper, I guess. Which, reminder, is already wildly unprofitable as is. And yet, Sam's actually considering doing exactly that. Reports suggest OpenAI is weighing cutting their prices, just to undercut competitors like Anthropic's Claude. Even though, and Monkey cannot stress this enough, OpenAI is already losing bananas every time someone buys or uses their product. Make it cheaper? They're just digging their own graves, but fast, ladies and gentle monkeys. And don't hear it from Monkey, because it's out. Then they go to Wall Street and beg, and yet, Sam's actually considering doing exactly that. Reports suggest OpenAI is weighing cutting their prices, just to undercut competitors like Anthropic's Claude. Even though, and Monkey cannot stress this enough, OpenAI is already losing bananas every time someone buys or uses their product. Make it cheaper?
Dude, imagine you're a company and you lose money when people use your product. That's dumb. That's really dumb.
They're just digging their own graves, but faster. Make it more expensive? Customers who are already maxed out just walk to either Anthropic or Microsoft, or whoever else is offering AI for cheap. And when you zoom out, you realize it's just a race to the bottom. Whichever company can charge the least for their services wins, until their bottom line starts to give out. Then they go to Wall Street and beg, borrow, steal any funding they can get their paws on to keep this charade going. And it seems that the corpo monkeys leading these massive companies are all too happy to play along. But here's the silver lining. Not every monkey in the jungle is sitting back and taking it. See, all this AI obsession needs something to actually run on. Specifically, AI data centers. And someone has to pay for the electricity, the water, all of it. Spoiler, it's not Sam.
Unless you're on Qubic. Shout out to Qubic.
Sam or Dario or the shareholders. It's you. See, Maryland residents got hit with a $2 billion banana bill just to upgrade the power grid for an out-of-state data center, which they don't even use. Yeah, sure, ask thousands to fork out their life savings so SpaceX stock can climb a couple of points. And this is happening everywhere, which is no wonder nearly half of Americans, 47%, say they don't want a data center anywhere near their home.
Yep. Locals are fighting the shit out of data centers. They're fucking up their local communities. From water pressure to pollution to noise pollution. It's fucked up, dude. The data center build out, one, it's not sustainable. We've said this ad nauseum in the past. Half the data centers planned to be built won't be built. Half the data centers that are being built won't be finished. Like it's a mess. It's a mess. It's the fiber optic issue back in the 90s with the dot-com bubble. You're just trying too much and there's not enough demand. It's not happening.
Hell, in Festus, Missouri, voters recalled the city council members who approved an AI data center's construction and voted them out. Seattle's city council went even further, voting 9-0 to pause new large-scale AI data centers in the city for a full year. The common monkeys have had enough of AI derangement, and pushback is mounting across the jungle. Towns from Ohio to Indiana to Michigan have also passed or are weighing moratoriums. The Ypsilanti Community Utilities Authority near Detroit passed a year-long halt on water and sewer approvals specifically targeting data centers. So while all of this is well and good, this isn't the end of the AI gold rush. Tech companies are already suing towns that try to block them, and some states have passed laws stripping local governments of the power to say no in the first place. Which is insane. But Monkey isn't the one calling the shots around here. This fight isn't over. But at least now, Sam knows that the common monkeys are watching, and we're done having AI shoved down our throats. But in any case, this story reveals a tragic irony in the big tech space. If AI is truly so powerful, why do so many companies need to force their workers to use it? Or perhaps, is it a desperate move to somehow justify the billions invested with nothing to show for it? Who knows? So the next time you
I
see
think
AI
it's the
companies
latter.
going ballistic over their costs, you'll know what's truly happening behind the scenes. For legal reasons, this video is nothing more than the ramblings of a paranoid schizophrenic about monkeys in a make-believe jungle.
Please do not sue Monkey. Hey, also YouTube, please do not ban my channel for sharing this man's video. So yeah, shout out to this guy. What did you guys tell me? What do you guys think of everything said in that video? I thought that was quite enlightening, aside from the stuff that I already knew. But I thought that would be very. I feel like my audience, or you guys, or the Qubic audience, I should say, not my audience. I feel like you guys should be aware of this type of stuff, because it's easy to gloss over this type of stuff, but it's even better to hear it and consider it. I can't focus on anything. The Cubic the Cubic updates are too crazy. Cubic is my crypto Kool-Aid. Nice. All right. Well, Milk Money, Fuma Boys, AI crypto space, and I have a comment from Twitch. Shout out to Twitch and this bitch. Shout out to Twitch. I'm streaming to Twitch today. I'm streaming to Twitch, X, and YouTube on StreamYard. Promotion, what? Oh, that's a bot for sure. Anna, Agarth, MLM, 1 penny. Yep. Yep. Shout out, Vibra. Make sure you give my boy a follow. I think that's about it. Unless anybody else wants to talk about something. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna head up out of here. Let me pick some song. Let me pick a little music so we can tune up out of here and chill. You feel me? All right, got it. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thumbnail screenshot, thumbnail. All right. All right. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. Shout out to Ray. Oh, thanks, Ray. Thanks for watching, Ray. Peace out. No mama's way. Peace out, Ray. Yo.
There's a spark in the wire, a new kind of mind, a beautiful logic, so clever and kind. We're building a future, a helper friend, on one simple promise, our missions depend. Oh, Anthropic and Qubic, we sing the same song, for a world that is safe, where we all get along. No armies or watchdogs, no spies in the night, just helping and healing, sharing the light. Some people see power, a way to control, to build bigger weapons and damage the soul. But we see a partner, a chance to improve, a code written with ethics, a code made with love. Anthropic and Qubic, we sing the same song, for a world that is safe, where we all get along. No armies or watchdogs, no spies in the night, just helping and healing, sharing the light. For the good of the many, it's the promise we make. A better tomorrow's the one path we'll take.